Hey friends, I'm getting ready for day 6 of Chrissy's Beautiful Life 30 Day of Sketches. Today's sketch is by Brandy Baucom. I apologize if I'm just butchering that. It's a 2-page sketch. You can't really tell, so I went and looked this up. She's got some circles in the corners here. This is colored paper banners that are there. She's got photo corners represented here. Anyway, I'm going to do a 2-pager, and let me show you what I'm going to be using. I've got these photos of my grandbaby again. She's doing some painting here, and I'm going to use these for page 2. So page 1, page 2. So with the photos, I'm going to be using the Shimelle Box of Crayons collection. Seem to be gravitating towards a lot of Shimelle, and it's because I'm trying to go through my supplies and cull them down. That's all there is to it. I've got scraps that I will be using, even if it's just to back a photo or something like that, but I do have scraps available to use. I've got some alphas here. Doesn't look like a whole lot, but we'll see if I can make a title out of them, and if not, it might be time for these to just go. I have some 6x12 stickers available to use, and it does look like I've got a lot of these left. Looks like I've used one. That's pretty sad, but that could be because I do have how they used to put out the sticker book, so I've got excuse me, lots of stickers that I can use here as well on my layout. So for papers, I haven't picked what I'm going to use yet. So I just thought I'd go with you with what I do have, what I have left of this Box of Crayons collection. Now, Box of Crayons came out in 2017. So again, another older collection, but not so old. This particular paper is called Treat Yourself. It's the cut apart cards. The back is pink background with lots of lollipops. Now this particular paper, and as you know, Shimelle's border strips, very usable, covers the whole 12 inches. So those are things that you save. This next paper is called, let's see, Take a Walk. Now this side, this always reminds me of Lady and the Tramp whenever I see this pupper here. Pink background with the puppy, and then a bunch of paintbrushes. This particular paper is called Fall in Line. Looks like the back of pencils on a bunch of colored pencils on a navy background. And then the back side of this is just a white background with all of the colors that are in the collection, triangle. I think it's cute. Next paper, Cat's Meow. Yellow background with the kitty cat wearing glasses. And then the back side of this is just a multicolored heart. Board strip. I've got another cut apart sheet here. This one's called Say Yes Often. I'm not sure if there's anything on this one I'm going to use. Let's see what the back side is. Oh, it's just a yellow polka dot. I do think on the first cut apart that I showed, there is this Create. I'm thinking I may use this because the pictures are a painting, but we'll see. Now this one's called That's the Spirit. And the back side is just a bunch of, reminds me of the little sprinkles that you put on cupcakes. Now in this particular line, I did have the project pad. In the project pad, you'll notice, let me go ahead and turn this sideways here. I used some, not much. Again, here's a whole page of stickers. Another alpha here to use. And then some sheets that I had ripped out for previous projects that I ended up not using. We've got this paper, the same candy paper, but this one has some silver foiling on it. The blue and green stripe. just a bunch of words on that kind of greenish background, green-blue background. Scissors, and these are kind of raised, embossed like, shiny. This big circle paper, and then you got some holographic circles there. In the project pads, they always had some cardstock, specialty cardstock. Here's some blue clouds. Another one of the pencil sheets. A pretty green. Here's a green piece of paper. Red cardstock. Olivey green, I would think, cardstock. Oh, this is thick cardstock. Purple. And kind of like a burnt orange red. So those are the supplies that I have as far as paper and stickers go. What I also have to share is that, okay, in the sketch that I showed you, there were some photo corners. So I got out some photo corners that I have here in my stash. These are just different colored ones. I believe I got these from Hobby Lobby. These, I believe I got from Not Just for Boys Kit Club. And then in my little container here, I've got a whole bunch that I believe are from different Heidi swap lines. So I'm not quite sure what I'm going to use, but I do have options as far as the photo corners go. I also have in my stash white, black, craft colored, silver, gold. Excuse me. I have some ephemera, not a whole lot, but enough to create my layout here. So we'll see what I get used out of that. There were a couple, I think that there were like paint brushes or some such thing that I will dig out of here. And then lastly, I do have some epoxy buttons from Scrap and Happy Studio that are in a line. They're for just artistic paint brushes, glue, arts and crafts, that type of thing. So I'm going to use a couple of these on my layout as well. So I've got quite a bit of things to work with, and I will go ahead and get started and come back with a finished layout. Thanks. Hey friends, I'm back with day 6 of Christy's Beautiful Life 30 Days of Sketches. When I showed you the sketch yesterday, I told you I planned on doing the 2 pages, but you'll see as a scrapbooker how quickly we can change our minds. So let me go ahead and show you what I came up with. I prepared for a 2-page. As you can see, I got my background ready for the 2 pages. But when I took a look at my photos, and it was going to be these 3 that were on page 2, they just seemed so small. They seemed to get lost. So I decided to pivot. So my idea came from the sketch, meaning I used the idea of the paper half and half, and you know, with different colors and the banners. And then this is what I ended up with. So I did use that Shimelle collection that I mentioned, a box of crayons, and I also did get 3 of the Flair on here from Scrap and Happy Studio. I even had cut this in half to do on the 2 pages, and then ended up just moving it back over here. But I have a circle tool, let me show you, that I got on Amazon for like $5 or something. Okay. I don't know where it's at right now. Sorry. I'll find. Oh, here it is. I got it on Amazon. It was really, really cheap. I know We Are Memory Keeper sells one. But I thought I would try this one to see, you know, I mean, a difference of, I think, like $10, $15. So I thought I'd try the cheap one. I do have the Creative Memories cutting system. And I'm really having to talk myself out of going to buy a 3-inch circle punch, 3.5-inch circle punch, because I have those, but sometimes they're a pain in the butt, and I would like to do something quickly, but I have to think mindfully as do I need it? I don't need it. I do want it, but I don't need it. So I'll report on that, let you know what I decide to do. But that's how I got this circle. That's also how I got that circle. This was the cut apart that I mentioned, and I just kind of rounded the edges to match what the sketch said. I was able to get arts and crafts out of the letters there. I think I may have at least one more title, and then those ABCs are going to be done. This is a piece of the ephemera. This is actually a sticker from the sticker book, and this is a piece of ephemera. I've got my banners here, and I do actually have a banner punch that I use that I got on Amazon. It's just this one, and it works great. You can tell that you can do 1.5, 2.5, 2 inches, and you just put your paper in there and it'll create the banner for you. But as I'm rambling along here, this is what I came up with for day 6 of 30 Days of Sketches. On to day 7. Have a great day. Bye.